After stage 1 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup 2018, 2 recurve archers have already qualified for the circuit final. Korea were dominant in Shanghai with both Kim Woo-jin and Chang Hye-jin each booking their place in Samsung. Who is going to join them from stage 2 here in Antalya? Kim Woo-jin has been in a league of his own this season. Earlier in the week, he smiled and shrugged as he finished with 697 in qualification, just 3 points off his own world record. Aiming to unseat him is Korean teammate Lee Woo-seok. And a 9 to start for Kim.
9.2. 웃어봐. 10.
Both archers finding the middle after 2 shots, or on the second shot, proving why they're the best in the world.
Cool.
Well, a 9 will be enough to share the set points here for Lee, but he'll be going for that 10. And he gets it, and the first 2 set points go to Lee Woo-seok. Well, matching Kim, Lee shoots a 10 as well. Door open for Lee here in the second set.
Oh, that was a great shot from Lee, taking 1 point lead in this set so far.
I feel that a 10 is the minimum that's required from Kim here. He gets the 10, but it's still a chance here for Lee. If he gets the perfect 30, he'll go 4 set points up. Oh, a brilliant one. He hits the spider, takes the second set by 30 points to 29. And I mean, the accuracy here from both of the athletes is absolutely incredible.
Excellent.
Well, starting off with a 10 puts the pressure on his teammate Lee. And the first 9 since the very first arrow for Lee here in the men's gold medal match.
10.
And Kim Woo-jin has found the middle. I am predicting a 30 on this end.
Oh, great grouping, but again in the 9. An 8 enough to make it difficult for 2 points for Lee. Anything more, and he's won this set, and he gets another 10, and predicted by Crispin Duenas, our Canadian international archer and 3-time Olympian, a perfect 30 for Kim. We come into the 4th set here in the men's gold medal match. The glasses adjusted once more as Kim Woo-jin will shoot the first arrow of the 4th set.
10.
On the line again, but in archery, they get the higher score. And that on the line, almost diagonally opposite where Kim Woo-jin hit on his target. Good grouping here. We just see the asterisks on the 9 of Lee for his first arrow, so we will go to a measure.
Oh, and that was on the line again. It looks like his first arrow might be in. It's still called a 9 asterisk, and we're going to have to measure it with the target judge.
Yeah, we'll see that at the end. Last arrow for Kim here in this set. Oh, and drifting off to the 9. So, subject to the measure, if Lee gets a 10 here,
Possibly a win. Let's find out.
oh! Well, he's put that third arrow right next to the second one. A big smile on his face, but we have to wait for confirmation whether that first arrow was a 9 or a 10. We both suspect it's a 10.
Target 2.
이거 하면 끝나겠다. 타치 다 되면.
10, 10, 10.
Well, you heard it there. 10, 10, 10. We wait for official confirmation. And there it is, a perfect 30 from Lee Woo-Suk, and he wins the gold medal here on a measure in Antalya, Turkey, at stage 2 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup, and books his spot in Samsung at the World Cup final later on this year. And there is confirmation: Lee Woo-Suk is the winner of the men's individual recurve. There's so many varying factors in archery, but the one thing an archer can control is their equipment. We had a chat with American Brady Ellison about how he prepares his kit.
So most things that you shoot in archery are completely off the shelf. Risers, limbs, stabilizers, anyone goes and buys them, anyone shoots it, they're all the same. But you look at the grips and people's finger tabs, completely different, almost completely custom built across the field. Everyone adds their own little flair or their own little style on both of these pieces of equipment. Getting a grip that fits your hand perfectly, which is hardly ever just the grip that's on the bow, is the biggest thing. So like, I add steel putty to mine, which is a gray part, and then I take a Dremel tool and I shave in here, and I shave in this side, and then I add here to fill in, you know, the hole in my thumb right here. So like, I've really done all that. And this grip I got, sure, I just love the way it feels. My finger tab is also custom built, hacked out of a piece of brass with a hacksaw. You can't ever build two tabs the same, period. I don't care if they all measure out exactly the same, weigh the same, do everything the same, they don't shoot the same. It just doesn't work. I don't even have a backup tab. Like, this is the thing that if I lost this, I would probably cry or quit shooting. Like, prized possession right here. Just the two pieces of equipment that I've built strictly for my body, and that's irreplaceable. You know, you can replace a riser, you can place arrows, you can place nocks, but when you build something custom to you, those are the things that are irreplaceable. The biggest thing is consistency. Building a grip, building a tab that you can do the same thing with every single time, and that's why they're so important.
In the women's team recurve final, Germany faced world and Olympic champions Korea. After some nervy opening exchanges, Germany were presented with and then lost a surprising opportunity. 8 is scored, and Korea, well, they are 2 set points ahead here. Both teams struggled for consistency in breezy conditions, and Korea were handed a reprieve in the second set after an upgrade.
10, 10, 9.
Well, there you go. It has now been upgraded, and what was a 2-set-point comeback for Germany is a tie now, and Korea keep their 2-point lead, or a 2-set-point lead here. Germany off the mark, but still trailing by 2.
The Koreans continued to make uncharacteristic mistakes.
Well, one drifting out to the right there.
But the German trio just couldn't find their range.
Well, the conditions seem to be affecting Germany again.
And when it mattered, Chang delivered to take gold for Korea.
And a 9 it is. And Korea, well, they stayed the course well. It was shaky in the middle, but Korea have beaten Germany by 5 set points to 1.
In the men's team final, both Japan and Korea struggled to impose themselves on the match. Despite good pressure,
Oh, look at that.
Japan failed to take advantage of an opportunity for an early lead.
And they drift out into the 9 there. So a 50 and the measure becomes inconsequential. The first 2 set points go to the world #1 team, Korea. But there was a chance there for Japan.
In the second set, Korea seized their chance with 3 maximums to close out the set.
And they've done it again here in the second set of the men's gold medal match, and they've gone 4 set points to 0 up. And despite Japan having the Olympic silver medalist Furukawa anchoring the team, they are trailing by 4 after 2 sets.
The crucial hour of the third set was a seemingly innocuous 9, which was subsequently marked down, and which created a dramatic climax to the match.
And they get it.
Wow.
With Korea needing a 10, and then the judge's decision to secure victory.
So that was one of the closest calls that I've had to see on this field of play, but our line judge has determined that it was close enough, it was touching, and it was upgraded to a 9. Korea walks away with the gold medal once again over Team Japan.
In the mixed team final, the ever-present Korea found formidable opponents in the Japanese pairing of Sugimoto Tomomi and Furukawa Takaharu. The Japanese set the tone early for what proved to be a resilient display.
Well, a 9 does it. 37 plays 34, but the pressure was really on there.
The Koreans continued to falter. Takaharu took advantage to extend Japan's lead.
Oh, there you go. 37, and it's 4 clear set points for Japan.
Chang Hye-jin fought back in the third set.
Oh, that's a great shot from Chang Hye-jin, showing why she is the Olympic champion, scoring 2 X's on her 2 shots.
But Takaharu's nerve held steady to take gold for Japan.
And they've done it. It's a 10, 38 plays 38, so the 2 teams share the set points in the third set, but that takes Japan over the line, and they win against the world #1 team, Korea, by 5 set points to 1 to take the gold in Antalya.
So it's Japan that picked up the gold medal, but the biggest talking point this week was Korea's Kang Chae-young, who shot a world record of 691 out of 720 points in the qualification round, and we had a small chance to catch up with her.
그 점수가 제가 세운 점수니까, 기록이니까 오히려 제가 더 그거를 또 넘어서려고 노력을 많이 할 거고요. 다른 선수가 또 다른 점수를 세우면 좋겠지만 그래도 오랫동안 있었으면 좋겠어요. 일단 제가 이렇게 높은 점수를 쏠 거라고 생각 못 했는데 오기 전에도 좀 높은 점수를 쏘기도 했었는데 시합 때 이렇게 잘 쏠 줄은 몰랐고요. 아직 실감은 안 가는데 세계 신기록을 세웠다는 게 좀 많이 기뻐요.
final action served up a mouth-watering match between Olympic champion Chang and world champion Perova, who both came into this final averaging over 9.2 per arrow in qualifying.
So here we go, Ksenia Perova of Russia, the reigning world champion, goes up against Chang Hae-jin of Korea, the reigning Olympic champion. So we're expecting a great match, Crispin.
Yeah, it's the rematch of the last World Championship final, and we'll see who wins away, walks away with the gold here.
2,6.
2 eights to get us underway here. The nerves showing a little bit, but first arrows are sighters here. Going up to the left a little bit for the Korean athlete.
8
That
справа.
one drifting out to the right even further.
차분하게 끝까지 해줘야 돼.
Oh, that's gone even further left. Really struggling there. Chang on target too, closer to the shoreline. And that one drifting out to the left, but 24 plays 23, and Perova has just stolen the first set. Goes 2 set points to love up. And Crispin, it's really important here because the individual winners here in Antalya qualify directly for the World Cup finals in Samsung. But of course, Chang won in Shanghai.
Target 2.
That's correct.
9,
I mean, if
8.
Ksenia
8.
Perova wins here, then she solidifies a spot
7.
to
7.
Samsung. But right now it looks like Chang Hae-jin has an arrow that
Yeah.
needs to be called, and we'll listen for the judge.
Was not that long out.
몸바람 좀 맞아도 좀 참고 해봐.
Well, good call there, Crispin, because that 6 has been upgraded to a 7.
힘 풀고 차분하게. 텍스 좋아.
Well, that's more like it.
Wow, that's a really big miss from Ksenia Perova. She's got to laugh that off and shoot a better shot next arrow.
힘 풀고 해봐, 힘 풀고. 끝까지 계속 해줘야 돼. 그렇지, 잘했어. 힘안 들어가.
Oh dear, a 5 for her first arrow, and then she's put it into the 4.
끝까지 해줘, 끝까지. 계속. 좋아, 잘했어. 잘했어.
Well, this set has gone, but Perova will want to try and get a good final arrow. Oh, and it's a 10 to finish off, but miles off the score there, and Chang gets 2 set points here.
8-3.
Looked like a little bit of a rough shot for her, which is why that's not in the middle.
끝까지 계속 해줘야 돼. 좋아.
And that one going left for Chang. We've seen this throughout this tournament. The conditions here on the beach, changeable is probably the best way to describe them.
9-3.
Well, she's creeping closer to the center, the Russian.
끝까지. 9시.
9 will win this set.
Well, she gets a 10, and Chang cannot match a 27. She'll still shoot the arrow, though, to make sure she's got a good sighting for the next set.
잡고 있다 그냥 툭 놔야 되는데.
And Ksenia Perova takes the set to draw level at 3-3.
그대로 슈팅 해주면 돼. 나인.
That's a pretty good shot from her. A little bobble, but still executed well.
by Ksenia Perova.
차분하게 중심 잡아놓고
The wind is just
그대로
cutting
계속해줘야
across
돼.
a little bit more
끝까지.
perpendicular to the shoreline here, but a 10 for Chang, and she's back in the middle of the target. Pressure on the Russian. Wow, that's marked as a 9. Will they go and review that one?
I think it actually looked out.
Short whistle.
So needs a 10 here to save the set, the Russian. Drops it into the 9, and Chang, well, the score's to be confirmed, but 28 plays 27. You feel that 9 was a 9?
Yeah, I looked at it very briefly, but from what I could see, I could still see yellow in between the arrow and the line. So I'm fairly confident, 99.9% sure that that arrow will stay.
9, 9, 9. Target 2, 10, 9, 9.
And there you go, it is confirmed, spot on from Crispin Dianas here, and it's Chang who gets the 2 set points, and now is just 1 set point away from the victory here, and it would be back-to-back wins for Chang if she does draw level on points in the 5th set. As the trailing athlete, Perova will shoot first. Good start needed.
And that's a good shot from Ksenia Perova.
그대로 계속
Pressure. And this one drops down into the 8 there for Chang.
10 and a 9 can solidify a shoot-off.
Well, a 9 there.
중심 잡아놓고 그대로 계속 해줘야 돼. 끝까지.
And another 9, a big chance here for Perova. Oh, she puts it into the 8, so gives Chang the opportunity to get the win here and the women's recurve individual gold, but she needs a 10.
And that's a 9. We're going to go to our first shoot-off of all the recurve matches. And this is definitely an exciting one. Gold medal between Olympic champion and world champion. And I think I'll go into what happens with a shoot-off. Each archer will shoot 1 arrow to the target. Closest to the center will win, except if the first arrows are both 10s. If they're both 10s, we will reshoot the arrows.
차분하게 믿고 가자. 차분하게 중심 잡고 계속 끝까지 해줘. 끝까지.
A 9. The door opens for Perova. A place in Samsung at stake here in Antalya. And she gets a 9 as well.
Wow, so those arrows look really close, like ridiculously close. I'm looking at my iPad here, and we're going to have to go to a measurement, in my opinion, because it is closest arrow to the center will win, and that's what the target judge's job is going to be right now, because those arrows are extremely close.
Well, we can see here. Let's see what the judge has to say. Well, you can see the digital device there being used to measure these. And it looks like the judge has given this to Ksenia Perova. She's got the gold medal here in Antalya in the women's individual recurve, and that means she's booked her place to the World Cup finals in Samsung. Brilliant brilliant match. And Crispin, what a brilliant climax.
Oh my good, everybody here in the stands was standing up, watching to see what that judge was going to be saying, and that was just absolutely exciting. Congratulations to Perova, who has booked her ticket to Samsun over Chang Hai-Jin. Both these women we're going to see in the World Cup final later on this year, back here in Turkey.
So it was Perova who was the victor over world number 1 Chang, booking her place at the circuit final in Samsun. Meanwhile, in the men's individual, Lee Woo-seok beat fellow Korean teammate Kim Woo-jin to take gold. Join us next month for Stage 3 as the Hyundai Archery World Cup moves to Salt Lake City in the USA.